just wanted to come on here and talk to you. This is specifically for people. If you are struggling or are not okay with your environment, so you really do not enjoy the space that you're in. So, like your room, it just feels off. You coming home from a long day to a place that you're not happy in, right? Maybe this nice home or wherever you are is nice, but how can I explain this? You're appreciative that you have a home, however, you are not okay with how it looks or feels. Right? Okay, so if that's you, then this message is for you. Honestly, how you start your day and end your day matters. And your space has a lot to do with that. I have always been a firm believer of that. And I have encountered a lot of people who, for whatever reason, they don't even take the time to create an environment that they love or decorate it enough where they will feel comfortable in. And I don't necessarily understand why. Because it affects your mood. I don't know if you realize that, but not taking the time to kind of do some things. And I know that you may not have, some people don't have the means necessarily to get it the way they want, but you don't have to have a lot of money in order to create a nice space. There are things, you have to be creative. You'll probably have to do it yourself, but it doesn't mean that you can't create a nice space for yourself. It doesn't have to be like $1 million, like these $1 million homes. Of course not. That takes a lot of money. But there are things that you could do to create a nice space. And starting with color. The colors that I've chosen, the way I've designed it, is a reflection of how I want to feel in that space. In this home, specifically, let's say like my living room, I want it to feel light and bright, because if it's dark, even though I like black, I know I can't have everything black because it will dampen my mood. Because unless you have a lot of natural light coming in, you could do a lot of black if you like black, but you don't want to make it too black where it's coming off a little depressing. And I have to be careful about that, because I don't want my mood to be like that. I want it to be light and bright but moody, if that makes sense. So accents with black, grays. And I know a lot of people had gray everything at one point, and then now it's not hot, right? They say gray is out, and that's fine. I have gray, I have woods, I have white, I have black, I have, brass, more of a contemporary. I don't know, I'm eclectic. I will say my style is eclectic because I like a lot of different styles, and just depending on what gravitates towards me, I just kind of gotten out of having a specific style that I'm in. It's kind of it's multiple styles, to be honest with you. My home is a reflection of multiple styles. So the color matters. For me, I like to stay grounded. I like to feel calm in my space, and that's why I have a lot of grays. I have earth tones because I like to ground. I like to be in nature. My backdrop is nature, so I have that green in the background. That helps me ground. I absolutely love nature, so I want to incorporate that in my space. I like the woods. So I'm not just saying what I like, but what I'm trying to get at is, it will be, if you don't like how your space is, question number one is, how do you want to feel in that space? put in the comments like what are 3 words to describe how you would like to feel in that space, and start there. Once you identify how you want to feel, those feelings can translate into colors. So if you want a calming space, what colors when you go places and you see certain colors, what gives off a calming feel? Like, identify what equals calm for you. And it could be different for other people. It doesn't matter what other people think. It matters what you think, because you're the one that have to stay in your home and come in and out, right? You lay your head there. You spend the most time there. It is important that you like it. Do not ask other people what they think. I need you to focus. I need you to go within and try to understand what it is that you like, because this place needs to be something that you feel good in. So I would start there. The color. How do you want to feel in your space? And then what colors are associated with that feeling. Once you have that in a good way, and I've done a lot of videos in the past about this, but I can't convey it enough. I do a lot of designs for different people. I actually have an interior design business, and I do a lot of designs for people. And not everybody likes a calming space, but if you work with someone or doing it by yourself, you need to understand what you like. If you want to change how you feel in your space, start there. Go to Pinterest. It's a free tool. Create your board on there. I do it all the time. I love creating my boards. Look at photos, get inspiration there. See what you really like. Get to know you on that level and see what colors you like. Just start there. I'll be happy to, in another video, I'll tell you more. I hope this information is helpful. So let me know in the comments, kind of like what is your, let me know in the comments, like what are some of the challenges that you're facing? What information are you looking for? What's preventing you from creating the space that you love? I would love to hear from you. If you enjoyed this video and would like to see more, please be sure to like this video, as well as subscribe to my weekly newsletter where I share inspiration, DIY ideas, as well as how to design your space, tips and tricks. I would love to connect with you on there, as well as I have a website, TrishaJA.com. Check that out. I have a lot of resources there. So I'll talk to you in the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.